Hi, my name is Natalie Lee and I'm a Year 13 student at Hamilton Girls High School. And I want to share my story with you. I grew up knowing I had a disability, but I was always told that I was no different from anyone else. However, other children did not see me as different and I was teased and bullied for being slower than them. At the time, this caused me great sadness and often ended in tears. As I grew older, I realized that others were worse off than me and I decided that I had a purpose and that I wanted to make a difference for others who were facing either bullies or disabilities. Having hemiplegia cerebral palsy meant I developed milestones such as rolling over, sitting up, crawling and walking at a much older age than everyone else. My disability has left me with a weakness down the right side of my body, which has caused a number of issues that I've had to overcome, such as tying my shoelaces and buttoning my t-shirts. However, my family has always encouraged me to give everything a go, and I played both rugby and basketball well at primary school and continued with basketball through intermediate. As a kid, I wasn't always as cheerful as I am now. I never told my parents that I was getting bullied. I just kept it to myself and hoped that it would go away. When the bullying got bad, I ended up lashing out and I would use actions like slamming doors and swearing and crying to show how I was feeling instead of using words to express myself. My intention was never to hurt anyone, so I would always apologize afterwards. Now that I have grown up a little bit, things like that don't bother me too much anymore, and I have a more positive outlook on my future. I don't really like change as it takes a while for me to feel comfortable in situations, so I was nervous when I had to start high school. It was made even worse when my mum told me I was going to be in the Realising Potential class so I could get extra help. I didn't want this, I just wanted to be in a normal class. Little did I know that being in a smaller class with students who had similar learning challenges and having the additional support of a teacher aide was just what I needed. I remember my first day at Hamilton Girls High School quite clearly. I was extremely nervous and scared. My intermediate friends and I gathered in the hall with other Year 9 students for the porphyry, but then we had to split into our classes and suddenly I was alone. I wanted to go home as I knew no one in my classes, and I felt this way for the whole first day. But by the second day I was happy and starting to get used to this big change. I hung out with my sister for the first 3 weeks until she found out that I did actually have my own friends. Over the past 4 years I've grown in confidence, and through the Gateway program I participated in a 6-week course placement last year. Having this opportunity helped me overcome my fears of the unknown and having to deal with different situations as they arose. This year, with the support of my family and the people in the Hillary Hub, I was granted the position of the Learning Hub Support Prefect, and I'm on the Student Council as an advocate for the students in the current Realising Potential classes. My suggestion for the anti-bullying campaign was taken up by the Student Council, and the students received positive notes on their lockers on Pink Shirt Day. I also mentor some of the Year 9 students completing team building activities to build on their confidence and communication skills. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, as I am often quite loud and speak my mind, sometimes without thinking first. I can be distracting and maybe a little annoying, but I have a great sense of humour, and I have learnt to be resilient and not let other people's comments or opinions upset me. While I acknowledge that I have a disability, I may still have some challenges ahead of me. With all the support I have had from home and school together with my new positive attitude and confidence, I know that I can achieve. When I leave school at the end of this year, I am looking to further my education so that I can become a teacher of those with disabilities. As Jeff Kinney once said, if you have a disability, don't let it diss your ability.